I want to do this quick instructional video on installing and using mail merge with Thunderbird. I use Thunderbird to do all my email blasting and stuff, my email send outs for connecting consciousness. So without further ado, let me go over here and do a screen share and we'll go through this. All right, to start with, I've got Thunderbird up here, and I'm going to go to Tools, and then under Tools there's Add-ons, and you'll see under Extensions I've already got Mail Merge installed, but you won't. So what you'll need to do is type in Mail Merge, GE, press Enter. You'll see it come up right here. There's a button to install it, so that's the Mail Merge script. Click on that. It will install it just like I've got it right here. You may need to restart Thunderbird for that to take effect. I don't remember for sure on that, but I would restart it just to make sure. Just to be on the safe side. Next, I'm going to go over here, and this is a test file that I've created. I've got 7 different email addresses here that I use. You know, if you've got 1 or 2 that you can use for testing purposes, that's really all you need. You just want to make sure that what you send out looks like what you intend for it to look like. And believe me, sometimes you can be surprised on this. But anyway, in this Excel spreadsheet here, I've got 2 columns, and I had the first one with F name. I just chose that. You can use first name, or you can just use the word name. You can title it whatever you want. You just, whatever word you put in here is what is the word that you need to put over on the email client when we go over there. So I've got F name and then email, and all the first names are in the F name column, emails obviously in the email column. So I save that as an Excel spreadsheet. Then I come back and I save again, but this time I'm going to save it as a CSV file. And a CSV file, which is commonly used in the computer industry, is called, it stands for comma separated values. Pretty simple there. All right, so that's the Excel sheet. Let's go look at the CSV file. Now, if you just double click on the CSV file, it's going to bring it up as a spreadsheet. So I right click on it and bring it up in Notepad so that I can look at it as just a raw file. You don't have to do that. It's just something that I do. You don't even have to open that file up. But I do, and this is how it looks. F name, comma, email, and then first name, email, all the way down the list here. All right. Let's go back over to Thunderbird now. And I'm going to pick this particular template right here, and I'm going to edit this template. And when I edit this template, I'm going to take this out and show you how that's done. To start with, in the to area here, instead of putting an email in, I want to put a variable called email. So I'm going to use 2 squiggly brackets. These are left squiggly brackets. I type in the word email, and then 2 right squiggly brackets. And one word of caution when you do this: you must hit tab in order to complete this. If you don't, if I just put my cursor down here and then save it like that, this to field up here is not looked at as a variable, looked at as literal, and it won't work. So you have to go up here and hit the tab key. Now it's highlighted and it will work. If you want to change the greeting right here, I've got Dear CC Member, and let's say I want to make it F name. So I use the 2 squiggly bracket, left squiggly brackets, F name, and then 2 right squiggly brackets. In this case, I don't have to hit the tab key. I can leave it just like that. I go over here and save it. as a template. Come back, double click on it. Now I'm ready to do my mail merge. You'll notice that mail merge is in the box here, in this email box. It's in this upper right hand corner, and it's also, you can click on file and go down to mail merge there. Either way will get you to mail merge, and this is the next box that pops up. Now under sources, yours may come up the first time under address book, but what you want to select is CSV file for your source file type. And then under delivery mode, you have send as draft, send later, and send now. You want to select send now. And then here you want to browse for the CSV file. In this case, it's going to be email-merge -test, because it's a test file, .csv. That's what I want. So I'm going to click open with that. Click on the preview just to double check, make sure I don't have any errors in there, make sure I don't have anything that obviously sticks out at me, and click OK. Now I click on OK, and this warning message comes up, and this is just telling you that, you know, hey, if you want to edit some of this stuff, or you want to check some things, you don't want to use the send now. There's some other ways to do it, but it's just another caution. But we do want to send it, so I click on send, and I've only got 7 entries in that file, and it steps through them one email at a time, and then in just a moment we'll look at how these emails look when they come through in our email client there. So if everything is done correctly, I should get an email in here that shows up. Takes just a moment in this. There we go. All right, so it's sent the email to my email address there, so it's addressed me, and I had this particular entry, Dear Misty. That was the person's name that I had in the column associated with this address. So now it's personalized, and you can send this out to 500, 1,000, 1,500, whatever you need to do, and you don't have to divide these up into 75 blocks of 75. I'll get it out in just a minute. You can do it to the whole list. What happens is this sends out one email at a time. It takes about 2 seconds on my system for each email to go out. So if you've got, say, 500 to 1,000 or more that you're sending out, just be mindful. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to tie some things up while those go out. And so that makes it, as long as you are mindful of that, that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. But that pretty well takes care of our email merge system. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just wanted to do this quick video to give you some instructions on it, and I hope this helps. Thanks.